Hey everybody, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing good. So today I'm going to start doing some veneering. I'm wearing gloves to protect the wood from getting any of the oils from my hands, or if my fingers are dirty, transferring that into the veneer is going to be kind of a no-no, and I'm going to be very pissed off if I get something on the veneer that I'm not going to be able to sand off. So what I got here is some Tight Bond cold press for veneers. I want to make sure it's just checking up really good. I ordered a case of this probably a couple years or a year ago, and I still have a few bottles left. A socket. Why? You'll see why in a bit. Some masking tape, clean rags, tray for the glue, something to do some cutting with, and then the rollers with the tool for the rollers. And then, bring that off to the side, I have my veneers. So I ordered my veneers a while back, already pre-made. This was before I started seaming up my own veneers that I ended up purchasing a bunch of loose book match pieces, and bought the tape and everything else to go ahead and start putting veneer together myself. And I bought these way before I ended up doing that. So these are already pre-made, and they're pretty nice. They're decent thickness. They are pretty good as far as quality goes, and they are book matched. So I've got some flamed here. Inside this one here, I have a piece of quilt, which I'll be putting the quilt on this guitar. So I'll make sure that these are okay, and I'll put this off to the side. Keep this one up here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to transfer the body of the guitar to this piece of quilted maple. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. I'm going to turn this on its side. Choose a side that I like the best as far as the quilt goes and the design and everything else. And let's see here. The side that pops out the most is what I'm looking for. And I kind of think maybe it is this side here that pops out the most. Or maybe it's this side here. Either way, it doesn't matter. Whatever side you like, personally, I'm liking this side a lot better. Quilt seems to pop out a little bit more on it, so I'm going to go with this. This will be the bottom part of it going into the top of the guitar, and hopefully I have enough of this left over to where I can end up doing the headstock, which will probably be a piece up here, and get that done as well, but that'll be probably separate. So I want to turn this way, put it on top of this piece of wood over here, and I'm going to take my guitar body, dust off anything that is on the back of it, because I'll be using the back as a template. Now I've already know where the center is on this, because the center is basically where this line is right here, just off a little bit. So I could probably line that up right there and get away with it. And this side here, I can line it up with the back where the neck pocket is. This is dirty. I shouldn't be putting it on top of clean rags. Now I hit this with some 80 grit on the top, just going in different directions. That's going to give me something for the glue to adhere to. And it looks like I will have a good chunk of this stuff left over for doing the veneering of the top. So what I want to do is I want to see where that seam is on the back. Put a piece of tape on there, so I can see where the seam is on the front. I just can't see where the seam is on the back. Okay. All right, so I know where my seam is on the back. So the seam on the front is right here. The seam on the back is right there. Make sure I'm right there. Okay, so now I want to outline this. All right, so I know where the neck is on this, and that is right here and right here. So now I'm going to have to transfer this part here over to this as well. All right. So go ahead and move this off to the side. There's my rough cut of the body. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. Change out my blade here. Some new blade, put this inside. All right, so you want to be careful with going with the grain because it will split. So we'll go pretty slow with this, and that's where I'm going to start off right here. And you notice I'm not cutting into this nice top on this table. Careful when you get to the ends because it will break. Alright, so there it is for right now. Now I need to put something inside of these cavities over here, and the reason being is when this starts sucking the air out of it, these are going to get pushed down. I put a piece of foam inside there to keep them raised up. Now these sides over here are going to end up bending on me, hopefully not splitting. If they do, hopefully they don't split too bad. This way I'll be able to sand it and still have a nice solid veneer on top of this. So that's going to look pretty nice, at least I think so. So I have to go find my rubber pads that I'm going to put inside here. Just keeps everything nice and flush as the air gets sucked out of here. All right, so I will be back. So I always save these rubber pieces that you would get from, guitar parts, pickups, tools, whatever. Helps protect them. Now, these work out really good for sticking inside of here to where everything's nice and level and you don't have to worry about anything as far as having a problem where the veneer gets sucked down into the body of the guitar, causing nice unwanted cracks. So let me get a razor blade. All right, so I got a new pair of gloves on, and I've got my tray. And make sure you shake this stuff up really, really good, which I already have. That's already done. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this out. I don't think I'm going to be using that much of it, but who knows. All right, so I want the firmer pads right here. I also want to make sure that there is nothing on this top that is going to cause an issue with protruding through the other side to make uneven spots. If there's any burrs or anything else that is in the wood, it needs to go. It looks like it's pretty clean. So go ahead and start doing some rolling here. I don't care if I go over the edge. It's not my concern right now. But I do, however, want to protect around this neck. Just around the fretboard. There we go. That's better. You don't want to use a whole hell of a lot of this because it will seep through the top of the veneer. But you do want to coat the entire surface. Alright, so I need to work on a spot over here, basically to soak up some glue. I don't want to squeeze up too much. Okay. On that edge over there, and this edge over here, a little bit of glue. Just making sure there's glue all over. All right, so I'll move this stuff out of the way. Freeing up some counter space. Dirty rags out of the way. Wipe down any splatter, splashes, or whatever from the glue. Clip that over there. Put this over here. Put my veneer down. Put these in its spots. One of these needs to come out because I don't want it to be that small on this side. So I'll use a taller one here. There you go. This one goes here. And it goes this way, I think. Yeah. This one goes in here. And this goes on the side over here. Okay. Got my veneer. Put it on. Line up center. All right, I need some of this. Should cut. This lays over top. Alright, so the veneer's on the body. It looks like everything's okay. Kind of smooth it out a few spots over here. Hopefully that will go, not transfer into the body itself with the top. And got a couple of wrinkles in here, but not in the veneer. So this looks like it's going to work. Everything looks flat. And hopefully everything goes well. So that's it for now. Let's put some light on in here. Check this thing out. It's been about an hour or so. Make sure that this hasn't popped. Oh yeah, just coming along pretty nice and flat. Again, I got a little crease over here, which hopefully it doesn't show up in the body. I got one over here too. But everything looks really good. Make sure she's still holding pressure. Oh yeah, she's still holding pressure. I can't pull that thing up. So, all right. Well, probably another hour or so. Take a look at it again. And probably tonight, unbag it.